Okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna see an image on Pinterest. It's this image. You go, yes, I can make that, absolutely. You use brownie mix because you don't want to make brownies from scratch. You have to search for the water and the oil, and we have 2 cartons of eggs, and one of them is past 8, so be careful. Once you put those items in, you'll notice that an egg cracks in the carton when you're trying to pull it out. Deal with that mess. Crack an egg into the thing. Get a whisk out to mix. Realize it's the most flexible whisk you've ever touched in your entire life, and it is not doing a very good job. And you do have to use a lot of hand strength to get this to mix because it's like cement. Then you're going to pull out a pan. You're going to butter it to keep it from sticking. Wonderful. We love butter. Yay, butter. I don't know. I have a bias against grease and oil because I like butter because I'm Southern. Once you grease that pan, you're going to start to pour in the batter. As you pour in that batter, you're going to notice that potentially it does not fill up the pan that you have chosen very well. The pan is a 10 by 10. The largest pan that you have instructions for on the box of brownie mix is a 9 by 9. You think potentially about making 2 things of batter before deciding, no, it's okay, I'll just smooth it out. So you scrape the sides of your bowl really, really hard and for very long, and then you spread it out, and whoopsie, a lot of it got on the side of that pan, but you don't really care because you don't want to clean it. That's perfectly fine. It'll just bake to the side and look messy later. Who cares about that, you think? And then you remember that maybe you want to take a picture of it, but then you still don't care. When it comes out of the oven, you don't wait long enough for it to cool, and you put icing on it and forget to film that. But you do remember to turn on your camera before you start putting the sprinkles on. You use some sprinkles that you bought at Target. It was wonderful. They're very cute. You keep half of the brownies without icing or frosting because your fiance and stepdad both dislike icing. They're weird, weird people. Later, you try it and realize that they were probably actually right, but at least this is very cute. When you try to pour the sprinkles, you notice that it's going to give you a literal, actual ton of sprinkles. So instead, you decide to kind of do whatever this is. And it works. It works well enough. And so you just kind of keep doing that. And as you're doing that, you notice that the brownies really, really aren't cool, and the icing is just kind of melting to one side, and that has to be okay. And here's the finished product. They tasted so good. Go make some.